Right now, it feels like there's someone behind your eyes, a little you looking out. There isn't. Feel it for a second. The sense that back there, just behind your face, someone is home, watching these words, deciding what to think next. A tiny person at the controls, and that person is you. It's the most obvious thing in the world, and when scientists go looking for that little watcher, for the place inside your head where you actually sit, they find no one there. So who, exactly, is behind your eyes? The feeling is almost impossible to shake. There's an inner control room, and you're in it. A self, somewhere near the middle, taking in everything your senses send, weighing it all, pulling the levers. There's the world, there's your body, and then there's the real you, tucked a little further in, looking out through two small windows. But try to point to that inner self. Not your brain, the watcher inside it, the one the show is being played for. Go looking, honestly, and the search keeps coming up empty. And that emptiness is the start of something stranger, and, oddly, far better than it sounds. Here's the picture your brain hands you. Somewhere inside, there's a screen, and everything you see and hear is played on it, for someone. An audience of one. It's a powerful image. It's also not how a brain works. There is no screen. There is no single place where all of it comes together and gets shown to a viewer. The signals from your senses fan out across the whole brain, get worked on in a dozen places at once, and are never gathered into one picture, in one seat, for one watcher. So if there's a show, there's no one in the audience. The little person you feel so certain about has no chair to sit in. Which raises a harder question. If no one's watching, who's doing all the talking? Some of the strongest clues come from people whose brains were surgically split in two, the bridge between the left and right halves cut to stop severe seizures. In them, you can quietly give an instruction to one half of the brain, the half that can't speak. The person stands up and walks to the door. Then you ask the other half, the talking half, why they got up. And it doesn't say, I don't know. It instantly makes something up. I wanted a drink. And it believes it, completely. In the most famous version, the two halves are shown different pictures at once. The silent half, a snowy scene. The talking half, a chicken's foot. One hand points to a shovel for the snow. The other points to a chicken. Then you ask the talking half why it chose the shovel. It never saw snow, so it fuses what it did see with the choice it can't account for, instantly, seamlessly. The shovel's for cleaning out the chicken coop. A tidy story, invented on the spot, for a choice it never even saw. The talking part of your brain is a storyteller. Its job is to explain you to yourself, to take whatever you just did and spin a clean reason for it after the fact. Which means the confident I narrating your life may be less the driver and more the press secretary, announcing decisions it never actually made. That narrator has a voice. The one in your head right now, turning these letters into words, it feels like the very core of you, the closest thing to a self you can point at. But it's one process among many. And here's the tell. Some people don't have it at all. No inner voice, no running monologue, ever. And they think and remember and feel and are every bit as much themselves as you are. So the voice can't be the self. If a whole person can go without the narration and lose nothing that matters, then the narration was never the one in charge. It's a tool the mind uses, not the hand holding it. So what is the self then, if it isn't the watcher and isn't the voice? Here's the deepest idea we have. Your brain builds a model, a small, convenient character called you, with a body, a viewpoint, a name, a history. And it runs that model constantly, to keep track of the thing it's steering. So far, so useful. The strange part is this. Your brain can't tell that it's a model. You don't look at the self the way you'd look at a drawing. You look out through it. Like a window so clean you forget there's glass. You don't experience the model of you. You experience as it. That's why the self feels so completely real, and yet can never be found. You keep hunting for the thing behind your eyes, but you are the hunting. There was never going to be someone in there to catch. And if the self is something your brain does, not a thing it holds, then it should be possible to do it more or less. It is. There's a network in your brain that hums whenever you turn inward, replaying your past, rehearsing your future, narrating me. Lose yourself in music or in work, and it goes quiet. In deep meditation and in certain altered states, it can go quiet enough that the hard border between you and the world begins to thin, and the sense of a separate self inside simply loosens its grip. And you are still, unmistakably, here. You can even watch it happen on a brain scan. As that self-network goes quiet, people describe the edge of themselves softening, blurring out into the room. And they'll often call it not frightening, but one of the clearest, most alive moments of their lives. The old philosophers found the same thing with nothing but attention. Look inward for the you behind your experience, and all you ever catch is more experience. A thought, an itch, a memory, a feeling. Never the one having them. The watcher is never in the room, and yet the watching is happening, right now. So, who's behind your eyes? No one. And that's the twist, not the tragedy. There's no little person trapped in a booth behind your face, because you were never that small. The seeing doesn't happen to you. The seeing is what you are. The whole seamless act of looking and hearing and feeling and being here, all at once, with no one needed at the center to hold it together. It can land, for a second, like something's been taken from you. Then it flips. You are not a tiny self, locked in the dark behind two windows, hoping the world outside is real. You are the world, showing up to itself, as you. Some of the strangest things in the world are the ones happening to you every single day. You've just never stopped to ask why.